This is Jim Leeming with AFL Highlights, the only show on television that gives you all the big plays from every American Football League game. Watch with us as league champion Buffalo wins a last-second victory against Oakland. New York dumps Boston. Denver comes out on top against Houston. Kansas City hands San Diego its second loss of the season. And for our feature, we'll hear from AFL Commissioner Joe Foss. All the color, thrills, and excitement are yours on AFL Highlights. The AFL champion Buffalo Bills, perched firmly atop the Eastern Division standings, invade the Bay Area for a battle with the up-and-coming Raiders of Oakland, who hold down second place in the West. The Raiders would like to upend the champs and creep closer to San Diego, leader of the Western Loop. Dick Wood and his black-shirted Raiders shake up the Bills in the first quarter. Wood passes deep to Alan Miller, and the burly fullback gets to the Buffalo 41 on a 39-yard play. Clem Daniels is one of the best running backs in the league, as he proves right here. Clem cuts beautifully and breaks into the clear. Fred Biletnikoff provides a key block, and Daniels is off on a 41-yard touchdown. Oakland leads 7-0 after one quarter. In the second quarter, Dick Wood tries for more. The slow-motion camera rolls as Wood passes over the middle for Art Powell. But Powell can't get there in time, and Butch Bird makes a juggling interception. Bird turns upfield and really pours on the speed as he streaks 62 yards to put Buffalo on the Oakland 20. Jackie Kemp directs the Buffalo offense. Kemp backpedals, then ducks under the on-rushing Raiders and takes off on foot for an 11-yard gain that makes it goal to go. Billy Joe gets the ball and bulldozes into the end zone for 6 big points. Pete Gogolak's conversion ties it up at 7 apiece, and that's the way it stands at halftime. It's still 7-7 going into the last quarter. Buffalo has the ball, and Jackie Kemp passes to Don Stone. A hard tackle by Archie Matzes jars the ball loose, and Dan Connors recovers for Oakland on the Buffalo 20. Dick Wood wants that lead, and he passes for the end zone. With 3 Buffalo defenders closing in, Clem Daniels makes the catch for the touchdown, and the Raiders take the lead again, 14-7. Now Jackie Kemp has to bring his team from behind. He retreats before the rush and lobs a screen pass to Bob Smith. In spite of the muddy going, Smith is able to pick a path through the Raiders to chalk up a 20-yard gain. With 3rd down and 25 to go, Kemp retreats again behind good pass blocking. Bob Smith has gone down and out and makes the catch for 21 more yards of Oakland territory. But it's 4th and 4, and it's up to Pete Gogolak. Pete's placement is perfect, and Buffalo now trails Oakland by just 14-10. With 4 minutes to go, Buffalo begins a long drive with Jackie Kemp trying to beat the clock. He passes to Charlie Ferguson for 20 yards. Fourth down and 6 on the Oakland 34. Kemp has to come up with the yardage. He finally throws to Paul Costa, and it's a 20-yard gain for a vital first down. The Bills must score a touchdown to win. Nothing else will help. With 1:54 left, Jackie Kemp slogs through the spread-out Raiders for 9 yards to bring the ball to the Oakland 5. Third and goal on the 1, 24 seconds to go. The give is to Billy Joe. He's over for the score. Only 7 seconds show on the clock as the big fullback gets up out of the end zone mud. The Buffalo Bills snatched victory from Oakland by taking a 17-14 win in the final seconds to practically assure themselves of the 1965 Eastern Division crown. At Boston's Fenway Park, the New York Jets collide with the Patriots. Meeting for the first time this season, the Jets are on a two-game winning streak, while the Patriots trail the Eastern Division with only one victory. Early in the first period, the red-shirted Patriots try to put something together. J.D. Garrett takes the handoff and loses the ball. Wahoo McDaniel latches onto it and is brought down 1 yard short of the goal line. The Jets capitalize in a hurry as Matt Snell dives in for the score. The New York Jets plow to the front 7-0. Boston tries again. Quarterback Babe Pirelli drops back to pass, but gets very little protection. Jerry Philbin spins Pirelli around, and he fumbles. There's a scramble for the ball, and New York's Verlin Biggs finally wins out. The Boston defense rises to the occasion, forcing Jim Turner to boot a 16-yard field goal. New York ups the count to 10-0. Boston's problems continue following the kickoff. Ron Burton fumbles the pigskin away for the third straight time. Joe Namath at the Jet controls has all the time in the world to launch a 22-yard touchdown bomb to Don Maynard. New York takes a 17-0 lead as the first quarter ends. In the second quarter, a stunned Boston team tries to get rolling. Pirelli passes over the head of Gino Cappelletti, but interference is called and the Patriots move into Jet territory. Drive stalls at the 23, forcing Boston to settle for a field goal. Patriots now trail by 17-3. Jets come right back. Joe Namath throws a strike to Don Maynard, and the New York flanker takes off. Maynard picks up 44 yards as the Jets threaten. From the Boston 37, Namath is chased but rolls right and fires downfield. Don Maynard grabs hold and races in for his second touchdown of the game. The Jets pile it on at 24-3. Babe Pirelli won't let the Patriots give up. Babe uncorks a 12-yard completion to Jim Whalen. Pirelli stays with the aerial game. He explodes a bullet to Jim Colclough for 11 more. From the New York 34, Pirelli looks to throw again. He spies Colclough in the open and hits the sure-handed split end for a 27-yard connection. 7 yards from pay dirt, the Boston aerial artist caps a 63-yard march by threading the needle at Gino Cappelletti. The Patriots go on to score another touchdown before the quarter ends, and at halftime trail the New York Jets 24-17. In the third quarter, Joe Namath and the Jets are looking for more. The former Alabama All-America teams with D. Mackey for a 13-yard advance. Boston finally halts the drive, and Jim Turner gets the call. Turner's 19-yard field goal gives New York a 27-17 advantage. Following the field goal, Jim Turner kicks off for the Jets. Boston's Jay Cunningham grabs hold at the 8 and makes tracks up the middle. Cunningham finds daylight and speeds on his way to a 45-yard return before a host of white shirts bring him down. Trailing by 10 points, the Patriots have a chance to catch up. Pirelli's sideline pass to Jim Whalen is good for a first down. A few plays later, Pirelli makes another connection with Whalen for 15 more. Gino Cappelletti kicks a 30-yard field goal, and Boston narrows the Jet margin to 27-20. In the final period, the New Yorkers are probing for more points. Joe Namath obliges with a toss to George Sauer. The Jet rookie breaks away for a 33-yard play. Boston forces another Jim Turner field goal. The 14-yarders on the mark for the final score of the game, giving the Jets a 30-20 victory. New York runs its winning streak to 3 with an eye to a loftier spot in the Eastern Division standing. Denver's out to snap a 3-game losing streak as the Broncos invade the space city of Houston to battle the Oilers. Houston holds down second place in the East. George Blanda has the Oilers marching from the opening kickoff. The Oiler passing master hits Ode Burrell for 13 yards. Blanda throws to the Oilers' all-time pass-catching champion, Charlie Hennigan, for a nice gain to the Denver 37. The AFL Highlights ground level camera follows the action as Blanda spears Charlie Frazier over the middle for a 37-yard touchdown. Houston scores early to take a 7-0 lead. On the final play of the first quarter, John McCormick passes for Denver. The deflected pass is intercepted by Houston's Bobby Maples on the Bronco 30-yard line. George Blanda puts his passing arm to work again as the second period opens. Willie Frazier latches on to Blanda's toss deep in Denver country. Ancient George continues to rock the Denver pass defense. This 12-yarder to Ode Burrell spells touchdown, and the Oilers gush to a 14-0 advantage. Late in the first half, the Oilers are punting from their own end zone. Jim Norton's kick is picked up by Odell Barry at midfield. Barry sidesteps a diving tackle by Jim Hayes and runs for daylight. Barry breezes 38 yards to set the Broncos up on the Houston 15. The Broncos have never won a game in Houston, but John McCormick puts them back in this game with a scoring pass to Lionel Taylor. At halftime, the Broncos trail by 14-7. George Blanda leads the Oilers in a search for more points in the third period. But Demaya Wilson picks off the pass for the Broncos. Wilson returns all the way to the Houston 3. Abner Haynes powers into pay dirt, and the Broncos have come back strong to tie the score at 14-14. It stays that way until early in the fourth quarter. Jim Norton punts for Houston from his own end zone. Abner Haynes gathers in the ball, and the chase is on. Haynes, one of pro football's most dangerous breakaway threats, shows his heels to the Oiler defenders on a 57-yard gallop to the end zone. Denver takes the lead for the first time in the game at 21-14. Gary Kroner kicks off for the Broncos following the touchdown. Sammy Weir returns the ball 14 yards, but the Oiler rookie fumbles, and Denver's Ewart Dixon pounces on the loose ball on the Houston 18. Gary Kroner turns the fumble into 3 points with a 34-yard field goal. Denver moves further ahead at 24-14. George Blanda puts Houston on the touchdown trail later in the period. George is on target to Charlie Hennigan for 16 yards. Blanda finds Ode Burrell with a 15-yard completion on the Bronco 32. The Oilers sharpshooter switches to another receiver. This time it's Charlie Frazier making the grab on the Denver 15. Blanda's ninth pass of the 73-yard drive adds up to 6 points as Charlie Frazier gets credit for the tally. Houston's back in the ball game, trailing by only 3 points at 24-21. Blanda's out for more with less than 2 minutes left in the game, but linebacker John Bramlett short-circuits the pass. Bronco rookie returns 25 yards for a touchdown to sew the game up for Denver. The Broncos snap a 3-game losing streak and register their first victory ever in Houston with a big 31-21 verdict over the Oilers. The American Football League in 1965, as never before, has caught the imagination of the fans across the country with its wide-open action and hotly contested games. No team can claim certain superiority over any other in any given game. The result has been an unprecedented assault on the turnstiles in Boston, New York, Buffalo, Kansas City, Denver, Houston, San Diego, and Oakland. What is it that has the fans flocking to cheer their favorite teams week after week? We asked American Football League Commissioner Joe Foss to give us the facts and figures on the attendance story and the reasons behind it. Here's what he had to say.
This year in the American Football League, we've been real enthusiastic and happy with our attendance. To start out with, we started the 1965 season with a 54% increase on season ticket sales. Since that time, our weekly attendance has been running from 20 to 30% above that same game as of a year ago. And at present, the average is 25.8% above a year ago. Now, right at the present time, we're talking about expansion. We have more groups than you can even dream about that are interested in owning a team in the American Football League. And all of the top cities are really interested at this time. Of course, the big thing there happens to be facilities. Right now, we are going on with our plans to have the team in the field in Miami in 1966. And of course, a team being the 10th team will be named to go into the field in 1967. And then we're thinking about one in 68 and another in 1969. Speaking of teams, the quality of our teams have really picked up since the day we started. We've maintained parity in signing players since we started. Each year we've been very successful in getting the top rookies, and this past season was our greatest season at signing. We look forward to another great one now, and of course there's going to be a lot of room for rookies. This past season, we started the season with 54 rookies, and right today we have 69 rookies that are in our lineup. Now, when you think of that big turnover, just why is it? It's for the simple reason that this is our 6th year of operation in the American Football League, and the average span of a pro football player's career is less than 5 years. So next year we'll have another big turnover. On top of that, of course, you'll have 32 of our present veterans that are on the present day roster going to the Miami Dolphins. So that'll leave a lot of room for this year's crop of outstanding rookies. And our teams are going to be on the trail after the last big weekend of football to sign these top rookies.
From among 1965's bumper crop of rookies, the New York Jets acquired their quarterback of the future, Joe Namath. The consistency rating of pro football's highest salaried rookie continues to soar with each game. Namath has 77 completions, 8 of them for touchdowns. Verlin Biggs is fast developing into one of the finest defensive ends in football. The 250-pound first-year man of the New York Jets flashes a halfback speed as he returns an interception 44 yards to set up a touchdown against the Denver Broncos. The AFL never had a rookie break into the rushing picture like Larry Todd of Oakland did against Houston. The former Arizona State star had never carried the ball previously. Then he got it 20 times and thrust for 149 yards. Todd carried for 57 yards on this play. Houston's beating the drums over its prized rookie, Bobby Maples. We freeze the action and circle the Oiler linebacker as he leads the blitz on Patriots passer Babe Pirelli. Maples is a specialist at wading through a swarm of blockers to nail the ball carrier. The San Diego Chargers are not without their outstanding rookie. He's Gene Foster, a cat-quick halfback from Arizona State. Foster latches onto one of John Adel's tosses, then turns in one of the most electrifying runs of this or any other season against the Kansas City Chiefs. Foster's brute force has accounted for more than 300 yards so far. Jim Whalen of the Boston Patriots is gaining quite a reputation in the big time as a top-flight receiver. Babe Pirelli angles a high pass to Whalen, who takes the Oakland defense to task for a gain of 67 yards. Denver's Wendell Hayes is a threat to score from anywhere at any time. The swivel-hip speedster from Humboldt State is currently among the league's top 10 ground gainers. You've just seen the AFL's most talked about rookies in action. In one of the forthcoming weeks, we'll take a look at some of this year's top draft choices. San Diego and Kansas City tangle in a key Western Division game at Kansas City's Municipal Stadium. San Diego leads in the West, but a Chiefs victory would cut the Charger lead to only 1.5 games. The red-shirted Chiefs serve notice on the Chargers early. Mackley Hill finds running room to the outside, and the big Chieftain fullback thunders for 49 yards. Tommy Brooker puts the Chiefs on the scoreboard first with a 14-yard field goal. Kansas City goes ahead 3-0. John Hadel tries to get the Chargers moving, but he fumbles, and Bobby Bell recovers for Kansas City on the Chargers 7. Curtis McClinton dents the stacked-up San Diego defense for a KC touchdown. Fired-up Chiefs move to the front, 10-0. John Hadel passes San Diego out of trouble late in the quarter. Hadel's long bomb is taken by Lance Allworth for a big 52-yard gain. The San Diego drive comes to a screeching halt in the second period as Johnny Robinson intercepts a John Hadel pass on the 2. The Chiefs safety man brings the ball all the way back to the Charger 48. San Diego tries again following a Chief punt. John Hadel throws, but Bobby Bell intercepts. Bell takes a couple of steps and fumbles. Dave Kasarik recovers for the Chargers for a strange 7-yard gain. Hadel finds the right receiver this time. Lance Allworth takes the toss and streaks down the sideline for a 51-yard scoring strike. The Chargers cut the Kansas City lead to 10-7. The Kansas City pass defense returns to haunt Hadel, the league's top passer. Johnny Robinson makes his second interception of the game, and the Chiefs set up shop on the Charger 35. Mackley Hill gets the ball on the draw and bangs out an 8-yard gain before he's knocked to the turf. Len Dawson stays in the pocket and fires for the corner of the end zone. Chris Burford has Bob Zeman beaten and makes the catch for a 20-yard touchdown. The Chiefs forge into a 17-7 halftime lead. The Chiefs are on the warpath in the third quarter as Len Dawson makes a connection with Mackley Hill. The KC fullback, who came into today's game with 399 yards gained by rushing, gallops for 46 yards as the third quarter comes to an end. Dawson avoids a strong Charger rush and zips a pass to Curtis McClinton on the San Diego 17. The Chargers, who lead the league in total defense, can't seem to stop the Dawson and McClinton combination. It clicks again, and this time it's worth 6 more points for the Chiefs. Kansas City owns a surprising 24-7 advantage over San Diego. Dawson continues to pick the Charger pass defense apart. Brett Urbanus takes this Dawson toss on the San Diego 8. Len Dawson closes out a great afternoon for himself and Kansas City with an 8-yard scoring pass to Mackley Hill. Kansas City gets back in the Western Division title picture with a 31-7 victory over San Diego. The Chiefs move into a second-place tie with Oakland, only 1.5 games behind the pace-setting Chargers.